Hi, crew.
Hey, crew.
I just arrived from Manila.
Yesterday,
Yeah.
she got back in, eyes hanging out of her head, so tiring.
I know.
And I got back the day before from Mexico. Oakley and I went down and did some work on the boat for, I think it was 7 days.
7 days, yep.
Yeah, pretty productive. After 2 of us, well, mostly me, really. He did was make a mess with his hair and his shedding. So started making some progress with the corrosion, actually fixing it. So that's a good thing. I reckon I made a good bite out of it anyway, like 20% done. So, and now I got my system down, my process, and I can just keep doing that. We're going to be going back there in about 3 weeks when I get back from work and do some more. And then that's probably the end of it for this season because it's getting too hot down that way. So it's a shame, but I'm going to not be able to finish the job. Hopefully at the end of the year, in the winter again, the fall, winter, we can finish it up. Be looking at splashing.
Yeah. But today we are going to meet one of our friends.
So we met these guys in Annapolis, not last year, but the year before, and only briefly and only in passing. But it's because we're Aussie brothers. Sailing Sunday, Ryan and Brittany and Jackson, and now baby Oakley.
Yeah, we got the same baby.
We got the
Baby
same
Oakley.
baby. Ours is a little hairier. But,
Yeah.
but yeah, we're going to go see them. They're in their RV and they're just they're at
Harvest
a Harvest
Host.
Host just over here to the west of Phoenix.
Yeah.
They want to catch up, so that's what we're going to see. Say good day and hang out, shoot the shit. So looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Which one?
Very.
On the end.
You should put here Sailing Sunday.
Let's go meet them.
Yeah. Hey! Hi! I just told him that I think you're gonna put your name on the front there.
Yeah.
I
Sailing
know,
Sunday.
Yeah, we want to because it's so like just black.
Hi, Brittany. Oh my God. Oh.
Okay, come say hi.
Can I say hi to Oakley? Hello, Jackson. Hello, Jackson. She's so big. How's it going?
Sorry.
Hi, Oakley. Oh, here. I didn't bring Oakley.
I know, I heard that you guys have your dog's name.
Oh, he's smiling at me.
Jackson Gentle.
Hello. He's so pretty. Oh, how old? 4 months?
He's 5 months now. He's a big boy. Together, we're all the same.
They got the same.
We like the same porn.
photo.
Not photos of your wives.
So,
Well, what you just said. So RVing is so easy compared to sailing, especially like a trip. Like a travel day compared to a passage is so much different.
yeah.
I don't know about you guys, but we've had it where we've been driving and literally it started raining and we could see a squall over in the side. We got on our
No, we're on
phones.
land now. It's called a storm.
Oh, sorry, a storm. We're on our phones checking windy like we would when we're sailing.
Yeah.
And then literally we both looked at each other and we're like, oh shit, we don't have to do this. Like, we can just keep driving or we can pull over. Like, it doesn't matter.
I love
Whereas in
the
a
hour.
sailboat, we're like panicking, trying to dodge this squall, tracking it on radar to make sure we're like going the right direction.
Yeah.
So like the stress that comes with the sailing side, I feel like is so much more intense.
Yeah.
The only difference with RV life is you have to deal with bad drivers.
Oh, yeah, that's true. California.
So we ignored weather pretty much. Right?
Yeah.
We don't even look at the forecast. We just go, oh, we've got to go here tomorrow. And then one day, it was going through New Mexico. Roswell? No, it's driving to Roswell. From Texas to Roswell,
Oh,
New
you dodged
Mexico.
the aliens. Yeah, I see
Yeah.
We got some weird shit going on. All right, so first of all, the wind was getting up. Like the power lines are doing this. And we're going, ooh, and it was all a crosswind, you know, and I'm
Feel it.
shit, you know, like, and so we slowed it down. But what happened is we blew out windows. We had windows in the RV. Disappeared.
Really? No way. I didn't know that.
Way. They're just shittily built, these latches, you know, they're just so badly built. They just went gone.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah, we ended up blowing out 2 windows in the front section, and that was a big drama to replace them. And I redesigned the latches and made them better. But, so suddenly we started thinking about weather a little bit.
Well, do you know what's so funny you say that? Because we literally just left Port Site the other day and it was really windy and we looked and it was like 30, 40 knot gusts. And we were still like, oh, it's behind us, we'll be fine, like let's just go. And we didn't think of it. We got thrown around quite a bit on the road, like it was a bit nerve-wracking. We were a lot slower than we normally would. But like 30 or 40 knots, if we were in an anchorage, we would not even pick up and leave.
Yeah,
But
it would have sucked, yeah.
yeah.
I'm sorry, that's what I was saying. I was just agreeing.
That's
It would've
right.
sucked. Yeah, that's my 2 cents. It
That's
would've
literally
sucked.
Ryan's 2 cents. It would have sucked.
Yeah,
That's it.
Yeah, no, but like you're right, because on the boat I know like the Cape Index, I know the like the storms and the wind, the rain, like everything, right? The swell.
And you're checking
And then, like,
multiple weather models.
Yeah, multiple weather models. And that the other day we're driving, and it's like, all right, Brittany's like, is it gonna rain tonight? I don't know. She's like, is it windy? I'm like, I don't know. I'm like, sitting there, well, what day is it? She's like, I don't know. And I'm like, oh, well, let's just keep driving.
Yeah. It's
No.
I still see the road, let's keep this forward.
Yeah.
And literally right now, the most we do for weather is we pull up our like Google Weather
Google.
app.
Yeah.
And it just tells us if it's sunny or raining.
Let me summarize this up. So, last night or the night before, it was raining and windy and everything. I sat there. I said to Brittany, I said, "Oh shit!" I said, "Do we leave our awning out?" And Brittany's like, "I don't think so." And I'm like, "Yeah, I don't think we did either." And I went back to sleep. And that was it.
Yeah.
The awning was like $100 off Amazon. You know, like imagine if we left like something out on anchor, or a storm comes. Like you're up, you're checking the anchor, make sure you're not dragging. All the like.
Well,
You know what I
that's
mean?
the other thing that's nice is that you don't have to worry about your house getting blown away.
Yeah.
It's pretty nice knowing you'll leave the trailer there and it's going to be there when you get back, unless somebody steals it.
Unless you're having a bad day in the Badlands.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, the clip falls down.
The corrosion has something to do with it.
It's a completely different thing. And it's,
I love RV life.
see, we never, we tried to do a bit of RVing on Jupiter, we did the Great Loop.
Yeah.
But the problem is, we don't have transport, so when you stop on the riverbank, you just look around for a grocery store and that's it. So we never really got to see it, but we really love seeing the US because it's topographically, it's amazing.
Yeah.
So
also-
diverse. Mountains, desert, everything.
But also, I feel like the U.S., and I'm from Canada, so I feel like I never gave the U.S. the credit it probably deserves. Sorry. but it's almost like, I mean, we've traveled through Europe, and I feel like the US is almost like Europe to a sense of every state is like being in a new country. Like every state is so different culturally, like food, topography, like everything. It's all different, and so like I feel like we could spend years just cruising through the US
Yeah.
and see something different every single time.
Maybe we could have gone to a rodeo tonight, but you know.
But also how quickly you get places. So we literally just did a road trip from British Columbia down to California. We're now in Arizona now, but BC to California, and we were there in 2 casual days, like super casual days driving. That would have taken us a month on the boat, like a month.
Yeah.
And that probably would have been pushing it.
Now.
Oh yeah, poor princess, she's not in any of this.
Are you going to ask me? I can't
Hello,
say
hello.
anything. I can't say anything.
So what do you think? RV life or boat life? What's up?
For me, I like... Sorry, baby. I want RV life.
Because
Well,
you get seasick.
I was
Because-
gonna say
yeah.
her name's Princess, so it kind of suits.
Yeah.
That's the life.
Because of the seasick. But, you know, we only do passage like 5% of the time. And
Rest of the time we're at anchor.
And I'm always on the helm anyway, and he's doing the cooking inside the boat, and
Now,
I'm fine with
hang
it.
on, mate. Well, what's going on here? You know the...
Because she can't go downstairs,
okay,
man.
okay.
She can't even go to the toilet.
No, yeah. So my
She has
toilet
to
is
get
the
a bucket in the
trampoline.
cockpit.
Yeah.
Really?
Or the tramp.
Well, I've been there, done
Yeah,
that,
Brittany's
sister.
done that
Yeah. Yeah, but I love seeing new places, and the RVing is, I think we see more of it. Like, if we're on the boat, we only see the coast and, you know, not much to see.
And it's a lot slower.
Yeah.
See a lot faster, a lot
Yeah.
more in RV.
Yeah, we will never see desert on the boat.
We
you
did.
know. We did?
See Cortez.
Yeah.
Look at, he's
Yeah.
rooting for the boat life still. So hard.
That's why we have 2. So you have to get a boat and an RV.
Yeah, I will say if you can work it, that you can have the boat and the RV. It's like the best of both worlds in one.
Yeah.
And then you can have the best season on
Yeah.
the boat, the best time of the year. The worst part about being on the boat, especially, is when you're in off season and it's winter and you're just kind of riding out the bad times to get back to the good times. So if you can jump on your RV in the off season, that would be the best. That would be like my dream. Let's do that.
That's
But you know what? That's no good for YouTube.
Why not?
As we found out.